Hey there, Zach Evanish here, Underground Strength Gym, Manasquan and Edison, and very inspired. Yesterday was at the Middletown South Wrestling Banquet, and got invited there with my friend Dan O'Cone, former Brick Memorial coach, Long Branch coach, state finalist, Division III finalist. Multiple time All American. Great guy. Anton Attenberry invited us. He's the assistant and now becoming the head coach, and it was cool. The parents were extremely supportive. The kids were just fired up and open-minded and just taking it all in, really excited about the kind of like this new level that they're taking everything to. They have things organized. They've invested in a van so they could commute and work together and drive together to take the kids to wrestling clubs, tournaments. They're all set for their Long Branch summer duels. They're all set for Rutgers camp, and they're all set for the Trenton camp, which is a 4 or 5 day duels. They're wrestling like 3, 4, 5 matches a day. And here I am in certain other towns. It's like the coaches just disappear in the off season. Well, I'm going to tell you, as a coach, there's no off season. You've got to help your kids. You've got to guide these kids, and you must guide the parents. You must be a leader, because if you are not a leader, you're duping these kids. And sure, there's some coaches out there, they care about the kids. They do a good job of kind of telling the kids, hey, be a leader. Hey, work hard. But they don't help the kids succeed in the sport. And they get a delusional kind of effect from it. They think that they're doing great, or hey, we're just working hard and being good people, so it's okay if we keep losing. It's not okay to keep losing, because in the game of life, if I'm just working hard at my job, but I'm not, contributing to the company, contributing to wherever it is that I work, they will get rid of you. So you must win. And that's where wrestling has a carryover to life. And I'm looking here on Facebook, and somebody posted this amazing post. And I'm just going to share parts of it, and then I will share it inside of our I'll share it inside the members only area. So he says, one of my friends asked, why do you pay so much money for your kid to wrestle? Well, I've got a confession to make. I don't invest the money for my kid to wrestle. I pay for those moments when my son becomes so tired he wants to quit, but he doesn't. I pay for those days when my son comes home from school and is too tired or too sore, but he goes to practice anyway. Pay for my son to learn to be disciplined, focused, dedicated. Pay for my son to learn to deal with disappointment when he doesn't get the win that he hoped for, but he goes back week after week giving it his best shot. Pay for my son to respect not only himself, but other wrestlers, officials, and coaches. Pay for my son to learn that it takes hours and hours, years and years of hard work and practice to create a champion, and that success does not happen overnight. Pay for the opportunity for my son who'll make lifelong friendships, lifelong memories, and be proud of his achievements, to be as proud of his achievements as I am, as his father. Pay for my son to be proud of small achievements and to work towards long-term goals. I pay so that my son could be out on the mat instead of in front of a screen. I could go on and on, but to be short, I don't pay for the matches. I pay for the opportunities that wrestling provides my son with, to develop attributes that will serve him well throughout his life and give him the opportunity to bless the lives of others. From what I've seen so far, I think it's a great investment, borrowed and adapted. So he got that from somewhere, and I'm taking it from him, and I want that message out there, shared with the world. Wrestling is a sport unlike anything else, and I think sometimes the lessons we learn from wrestling, we don't get them in the moment in high school. We learn them a little more in college as you're more mature. But then you're in your 20s, mid-20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And then anytime things get rough, you just think about what you did in that practice room, what you did outside of that practice room. You think about running the 5 miles every other night in the freezing cold, bundled up, multiple sweatpants, sweatshirts, 2 pairs of socks. You think about jumping rope in your garage when it was freezing. You think about waking up early on Sunday mornings to go to the wrestling club or to drive to some podunk school in New Jersey, wherever it is where they hold these wrestling tournaments, and it carries you through the tough times in life. And for the wrestling coaches out there fighting the good fight, understanding that we need to be tough on these kids, because if we're not tough on them, they will run with the excuses because they don't get it. They don't know what they don't know. They need leaders. And I am proud to be part of that community. That's what a true wrestling coach does. Okay, yes, coaches have to get into your mind. They've got to tell you to be a good person and whatnot. But a wrestling coach also has to be great at his craft. We cannot undermine that, because you get better, you get your kids better, you get the team better, teach them to fight together. There's so much more I could say about it. I'm inspired from the Middletown South banquet, from seeing what great coaches do, speaking with my buddy Dan O'Cone, Steve Giordano, people like that, just they get after it. Vince Santinello, Steve at Elite, just the coaches that want to push for greatness. And we know that that's going to bring us haters. Okay, we know that, and we're okay with that, because in our heart we know that if we let you go easy, then we're not doing our job. Excellence is the only way, the relentless pursuit of excellence. And I'd rather be hated for living that way than to be loved for letting people be delusional and thinking that, oh, you know, it's okay, we're just not a wrestling town, we're not a wrestling area. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Everybody is capable of greatness. You change your mind, you change your work ethic, you will start to get what you earn, not just get what you want. I'm Zach from the Underground Strength Gym. Go to undergroundstrengthgym.com, or if you're not local, go to undergroundstrength.tv or click the links below. Thank you.